do this. So the long indoor ride. It's the moment in the out season when we stop pretending that winter doesn't exist and we just embrace the fact that, yeah, we're going to be on a bike in a small room, sweating like we're trying to pay off some massive debt, right? I've done a lot of these workouts all the time, from virtual indoor Everesting to just long rides during the week. And I always remember it's going to be easy, right? And it's always harder than the last time I remember. And then I'm like, that's right, I messed up a ton of things. And generally it's because I get put into a place where I'm trying to do things in a way that is outside of my wheelhouse, outside of my current zone. So what I'm going to do for you today is take this part of the protocol that I use to make long indoor rides successful and share it with you so you can follow me along, okay? Just so you can kind of make sure that that long ride that you're going to be doing this weekend really makes the best sense for you, regardless of the platform you do it on. So the first thing you want to do is, on the day before, decide what actual ride you're going to do. Like, not something crazy. Like, just get in there and be like, what's reasonable for me? I generally recommend somewhere between 2.5 and 3 hours based on the regular winter work. But it's going to be zone 1, zone 2, and being really smart. Cap the heart rate or cap the watts, whatever you need. And then make sure that you're actually taking care of your body across the course of this duration, especially because it's been a while. So we do that by calculating what it is you're going to need. Being indoors is sneaky, right? You dehydrate faster and your brain starts to pass out sooner, right? You start getting super down, losing the IQ points. So you want to aim for 28 ounces of fluid, 60 to 90 grams of carb per hour. You want to multiply those by the total number of hours so you don't go crazy. Like, that's the actual number you need, and you're going to plan ahead for it. So write that number down. Before you do it, of course, you want to go check your setup. Make sure the bike's on the trainer, everything's tight, the connections are good. You've cleaned the chain, lubed it up, it's all ready, batteries charged, firmware updated. You got the route you want to do in Zwift, if that's your jam, or Rouvy, or whatever it is. You've got the fans pointing at you and just not somewhere else. You've taken care of all the dangerous things in your vicinity, like wires hanging around or stuff like that. And you want to make sure that you've got everything you need within reach, which is really critical, which you may not need in a general ride. But this is boring, but it's important. So get yourself set up the day before. And then the night before, lay out all the stuff that you need. Get your bib shorts, and you probably need 2 or 3 pairs. And yes, you got to change them. I'm so sorry. Make sure it's quiet or dark wherever you are, right? Have a sweatband, a light top, towels everywhere, like tons of towels, right? And make sure you got something you can dry yourself off with in between repeats, which are going to be about an hour long as you do it. Set up your fuel and hydration the night before. Pre-mix your bottles, 1 per hour. Get the electrolytes, all the stuff you need, right? And get a couple little bags of carbs. If it's gels, chews, bars, whatever you need, make sure you have that as well. We want to have it all out, packed. Take it down or put it down there the day before, right? Things can sometimes go wrong and want to have a bunch of variety. So make sure it's different. This way, if you get to hour 2, you need something special, you've got it. I always have a mini can of Coke available, and I got some Swedish fish too. Just a couple little tricks of the trade to kind of keep myself going. And I'm like, I'm going to give myself a reward for doing another 10 minutes, right? Make sure everything is charged, laptop, phone, head unit, everything. Get your entertainment ready, know what you're going to watch or read or whatever, listen to, whatever it is. Make sure you've got alarms set for every 15 minutes so you eat and drink. You haven't gone long in a while, and you always forget to do it when you're inside. The morning of, make sure you get up early enough that you can actually eat something properly. Toast, oatmeal, bagel, whatever it is, something simple, low fat. Make sure you stay hydrated, have some sports drink with that as well, as probably as hard as it is that for you to take. And maybe top things off with a little carbs before you go, and definitely some caffeine, at least for me. Get all your stuff downstairs, right, as you're eating and processing, and get it close to your bike. Don't leave it across the room. You're going to have to get off the bike and go get it later, right? Now, when you get into the ride, here we go. We started, we hit the button, go. It's not about going hard out of the beginning. It's settling in, easing into it. You got a long day ahead of you, so pace yourself, right? Get organized. Make sure you've got everything you need. Take a look around you. Everything's good to go. And then also just stay inside your zones. It's super easy to fall apart. Start sipping and drinking right away, taking your carbohydrates in as well, so you make sure that you're stacking things across the course of the hour. There's no extra points for forgetting to eat and drink here indoors, right? And then every hour, get off the bike. Hit the coffee if you're on Zwift, or pause. Get down if you ideally got a yoga mat or a place to stretch. I do a couple stretches. This is the time you want to change your bib shorts as well. Stretch out, wipe your face down, etc. Change sweatbands if you need to. Whatever it is for yourself, stretch out. Especially for me, the arms and the upper back get super tight. So I try to do a couple pieces to stretch out here. Now's a chance to recharge a video or take a bathroom break, whatever it is. And then you use this break, this natural chunk of an hour, to refocus again and say, I've got to just do another one of that again. And I've got new bibs on, new food perhaps, whatever it is you need, right? And the math gets better when you take a 3-hour ride and make it into 1 hours, right? And when the mood dips, when you start losing energy, because you're going to, that's when you go back to the Swedish fish or the Coke that you need. This isn't about strategy or like great fuel. It's about keeping you going on the bike. We're trying to break through mentally to get to the next step. And it's okay to bribe yourself just so you want to do it. Like, that's the way we get to that next level. Like, a long indoor ride isn't about proving that you're tough. Like, we already know you are. You're doing this work. It's because it's easy to fall out of practice with doing this stuff in season into relative to the winter training. So we got to lock in and get it done. When I think about being successful in the winter, a large portion of it is just finding whatever it takes for me to get across that finish line for work. I set targets for myself on a weekly basis in terms of distance and time. I set a training plan for myself. I built adequate rest in, all combined inside your out-season program here inside OutSeason. But more importantly, it's just making sure that I get the work done. And there's a million reasons why doing indoor work is not fun and not exciting. But it's not about the indoor work that actually sets you apart. It's the consistency. And the highlight of the indoor training is that it's very easy to execute. No matter what it looks like outside of the rain and the temperatures, I can always get on my indoor bike. I can always find a route, and I can always find friends training online, whether it's using Discord to talk to the team on Saturday, or whether it's just using Zwift and just doing the chat app as well. It's all there. Or I can just call someone on the phone while I'm on the bike. People love to hear from you, even if it's a Saturday, just to keep yourself going. Whatever it takes to keep going is really important, because even though 2 hours right now may seem like a marathon mentally for you, that means the next time we come back here, you can do 2.5 or 3 hours because you just did 2, right? And if we actually remove the part of our brain that forgets what it's like to go long, forgets how to fuel, and you do better jobs and you understand and you learn faster from what happens to you and you do the longer rides, it informs your shorter rides over the next block. You make better decisions going forward. And when you head into the next season, you've never really missed a beat in terms of what it means to fuel yourself properly or make smart decisions. Your body composition's in check. You put in some longer work. You've deserved and earned a great day off the next day. And life is good, my friend. So do a little bit of work, put a little extra stress in the system, keep the intensity low so we get total accumulated stress and nothing really super acute. If you have a chance to be outside, go for it, but don't go nuts. Remember, people are not generally looking for cyclists and runners out on the open road in November, December, or January, no matter where you live in the United States of America. So thanks everyone for listening in. Best of luck to you at the end of this week 5. Of course, you're going to test and crush it. I know you are. I can't even talk about it because I know you got it. But I want to make sure that you get in that volume stuff this weekend. So plan ahead, plan accordingly, fuel properly, and I look forward to see those numbers come across the screen here as I check in on your Strava. Thanks, everyone. Have another fantastic early winter week. I'll talk to you next week.